Exclusive.
So I'm here with Casey Wilson from NBC's Marry Me.
I can't believe you didn't propose on this trip, Jake!
And because she and Ken Marino's character have such a disastrous relationship at times, like things always bad seem to happen.
Disastrous yet loving.
Yeah, disastrous yet loving. They love each other, but bad things or crazy things happen to them. All right, so with the holidays coming up, I wanted to ask you about any holiday disasters you've experienced.
A lot. I've had a few. When I was little, my family, we were driving from Washington, D.C. to Missouri, and we had one of those old Sears car top carriers. Have you ever seen those? Like the white car top carrier on top of the car, and we had all our presents in there, and inexplicably just all my mom's clothes and things. And it was like a snowstorm, and my dad had not rigged it well enough. It flew off the car into this embankment, and we were like driving 13 hours. We had our dog in the car, and by the time we got around the exit and came back, someone had taken it. So someone stole Christmas, and we had to stay in a motel there in the exit because we thought maybe in the morning we'll be able to find it, and we're looking for it, and it was gone. But it turned out a truck driver had seen it fly off, and he had gotten it and was trying to get, but he didn't know how to get in touch with us. And then we got, basically my parents, who did not have a lot of money, begrudgingly went out and like got us second sets of Christmas gifts, and then the guy called us on the 26th and said, I have your presents. So that was one disaster.
So did you get double presents then? Or?
No, I think my parents were like on a frantic returning frenzy at that point, but my mom had to like take to the bed after that. She had no clothes, and she was like wearing strange things of my aunt's that were ill-fitting, and it was horrible. Like every one a stitch of her clothes were, and everyone else was like, oh, our stuff was fine. My mom was not. It wasn't a happy Merry Christmas. And look, this last year, Thanksgiving, my father and brother and I got in what can only be described as a family blowout, the likes of which it started because we were cooking brisket, but we had so many things cooking at my house, we had to take them to my friend's house. And I don't know if you've ever cooked brisket, but there's a ton of juices. My dad tripped over his tennis shoes, which my brother and I had told him to tie, bobbled it, and spilled brisket juice all over their house, essentially, which smells so bad, so we're all screaming at each other. Screaming at each other. The drive back, at one point, between the three of us, we all walked out, stopped the car, and one of us would walk out and then like walk back and slam the door. Traffic was stopped. It was horrible. But I think we're stronger for it.
So you do have an anger thing, huh?
Oh, yeah. But so does the rest of my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this is at your
Italian.
house. This is at your house. How many people were you?
We had 30. So there was the pressure of having 30, I think, really got to everyone.
Right.
But I still blame my dad not tying his shoes. My dad just doesn't tie his shoes.
So you're going to host holiday dinners anymore?
We hosted this last year, and it was way better. Way better. But for Christmas, we go east.
All right. So any tips for the people out there to have a harmonious
holiday? I blame my father for both of my incidents, which is really be careful to strap on anything on the top of your car. Tie your shoes. And try to keep your anger, maybe a Xanax, maybe a glass of wine. Try to keep your anger at bay. That's a Wilson family. And if you have low blood sugar, which is the source of all of my family's anger, is that if we're not eating enough, people just get. So keep a bag of nuts around, I think, is my main holiday tip.
So it's a health issue.
It's exactly. This is all a health issue. None of it is our personality. We're not to be blamed. Can't help ourselves.
Makes sense.
It's a condition. And it's very real.